Hey guys, Nano Week 17 update. I do these updates for you guys as well as me. I often look back at them, and so I decided I'll start saying my numbers in the beginning. As you know, last week I said I had a problem with my refractometer, and I was running into trouble keeping my numbers up. But I finally figured that out, and all week I slowly brought the salinity up to where it needs to be. And the numbers magically appeared where they needed to be. So my calcium's at 460. Um, my KH is 10. My pH is 8.1. And my phosphates are just creeping up on the first number, so it's less than 0.25. And my nitrates are just a little darker than 0, but not quite anywhere near the first stage. So I'm just above 0 on those. And that's with an API test kit. I know the other test kits are a lot better and would give me better numbers, but I'm not worried about it if I'm still in the lows for where I want to be. But okay, so I got my numbers right, and this is a hobby. So if you Google hobby, it says an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. Well, I don't know about all that, but it is fun. So I get my numbers right, everything's looking good, and then last night and early this morning, I have been fighting zoanthid eating nudibranches. We'll call them nudis, and I've been working on them. So my zoo garden looks like hell. All right, you can see by the one in the middle is very not happy. My little tiny polyped purple one, there was a whole colony of new growth in the back. That white muck, I don't know if that's coming back either. So, but hey, I had him a little while ago. I thought I had it figured out. I removed one or two and thought it was done. Well, they laid eggs, and now there was more. But look how quick this colony snapped back. Thank goodness, because this is my favorite colony with those red ones. Um, so it's all good. Now, like I said, I like to look back at them. And I was looking at this Priscillipora in one of my first videos, and it was just a stick with a big glob of white glue underneath. And as you can see, it's already grown over the glue, and it's attached to the rock. And that's great. It's growing. So I got to say that thing's probably bulletproof with the way my water's been. So we'll see how it's going to take off now that the water's right. I got a couple of styloporas over here, sat on the rock, and I picked up this new one because I like the color. So this is my idea. I throw a bunch of frags in here. We see what works. Because if these all grew out tomorrow, this tank would be a brick. But that's not going to happen. So I'll see what I like and what does well, and we'll go from there. The little red Monty cap that I broke, taking off the frag plug, it's already healed itself. So it filled in the white area. Now I'd said I didn't like the rock on the top, and Reef Girl made a suggestion that an arch would be good. Well, I took that exact same rock and just spun it, and it had a natural curve shape to it, and it created a nice arch. So thanks, Reef Girl. But that's why that Monty cap's mounted on the side, so it's probably going to grow into some cool shape. The one on the top I chipped when I was moving it. A little upset about that, but that should grow in fairly quick. Green star polyp I should probably move because it's pretty close to the rock, and I really don't want that taken off on the rock now. And let's see. Pally Garden is doing well. This guy must have been moving over to get some light. Lots of little babies underneath. So that's a lot of fun. I moved the clove polyps up front just because they were in the way of something I wanted to do on the side. And the acan's doing good. Jedi Mind Trick hasn't really grown, but has its polyps out, and it's a nice purple ring around it, so it's good. The polyps aren't out right now, but it was before. So there's the first thing I noticed on here that was odd. What is this growth here? Hasn't really gotten any bigger. And of course I'll never focus on it because it's too deep into the tank. And the other one was on this stick here, this lacy one. Focus. Nah, not gonna happen. But if they behave, they can stay. You know, I love my coralline algae, and it is starting to come in very nicely. So I put this big mushroom back over here, and I kind of moved the whole mushroom garden up in this area here. So I love this new purple one. And I got that bright orange one right there too. And the new addition, Mr. Peppermint Shrimp. Very busy guy. First night, grabbed 2 aptasias. One I didn't even know was in there. I was wondering what he was doing. I hit him with the flashlight. He's a keeper. This guy does a lot of work. Hard worker. See him, he's even waving. But yeah, everything's doing well. Like I said, it's not one thing, it's another. But that's why we're in this hobby. And, oh, and I put this Galaxia on the back wall too. Because he was causing a little trouble with his sweepers. So I just put him out of harm's way. Looks like he's close to the Pasillipora, but he's really not. If I swing around the side there, you can see. If he sweeps that far, he's out. Alright guys, so if you can identify any of the things, or if you have a good way of dealing with zoanthid eating nudibranchs, a comment would be great. I took a few pieces off and we banished them to the macroalgae tank. See if they behave. If, you know, we'll see what happens. But thanks for watching. And click a like if you liked it. Thanks. Bye.